Hi everyone, Olga and Courtney here from Y&R PR, and today we have a very special guest, Jon Hendl.
Hey guys, great to be here. Thanks.
Hey Jon, thanks for joining us today. Jon's our EVP Deputy Director here at Y&R PR, and we are very excited to have him on board today because we're going to be talking about how brands and companies can shape the new normal. We're in the midst of a phased reopening our economies and our communities. And we think that brands and companies can play a very important role in helping to redefine some experiences that we might just be doing on a daily basis, but now have to be redefined because of social distancing. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it's definitely transformed. And if I can jump in here real quick, I
Yeah.
mean, I have a family of five, and so we spend a lot of time at the grocery store. And over the course of the last 4 months, I haven't been there once. We're sort of chained to the house. So one of the things that I found is really trying to discover what all this grocery store delivery looks like, and I think it's going to be challenging moving forward because we're probably not going to be able to return anything to the grocery stores, at least in the foreseeable future. And one of the things that it really strikes me is grocery stores have always been about the point of purchase, and their value proposition is getting you to the purchase. And I think now they're going to have to worry about going beyond the purchase to the pantry. And the experience extends to getting the food all the way home. We've been sort of delving into all of these different grocery stores and working with Instacart, and really the getting the food to your house is also a reflection of the brand. It's interesting because we go to a lot of the and I'm not going to name any chains specifically, but basically your full stop grocery stores. And one of the chains that we really never used, probably because of a pricing thing or other reasons, is, and I will name one here, is Whole Foods. And Whole Foods throughout this whole process, what we found is the one that really owns the experience all the way to your house.
Yeah, it's very interesting how
I
that's
think it might be
happening.
the Amazon influence.
Yes,
I think
we
it has
definitely think that.
it has a big deal, and for whatever reason we've been able to get through to them, and they're delivering better than most. And when the packaging comes, it's sealed up tightly. The cold materials are packaged the right way. They're in like a freezer pack. The other chains that we get it from, if they do come, they're in a plastic bag. So they're really owning that experience. And I think from a grocery store chain, it's an opportunity for them to not only increase their value proposition, but maybe increase the amount of revenue they're able to bring in as a company too, if they're owning that experience and really taking charge of being able to get the brand all the way through.
Yeah, I mean, grocers have definitely seen a big change in this experience. And it's like some have stepped up, some have fallen down. But like you, I find that I'm going to different places or new places because of the experience. So, what else? What else do we think?
Well, I think that we are going to be either at home, maybe quasi not in self isolation anymore, and then back home. I still think the home is going to be the centerpiece of our lives, really, for the foreseeable future.
Right.
Um, and so, what do you do if you're a Nike? What do you do if you're a Planet Fitness? What do you do if you're an REI whose whole orientation is to be
Yeah.
outside? I mean, quite literally, opt outside is REI's very famous hashtag. So, what do you do if you're them? Well, I think someone has figured that out already, and that's Peloton,
Yep.
because they have matched content with interactivity, with the machine, with entertainment, and they market themselves to a specific customer, like that Nordstrom type of customer. But that's not to say that there's plenty of room in that market. Like, what do millennials need? What do people who are like going to shop at Bergdorf need? You know what I mean? Like, there's so much room for people, for like a Nike and another brand to kind of enter in. I mean, people still have backyards. So I mean, REI might need to
I know, but
own the backyard.
it's interesting because on Peloton, I've been using Peloton outdoor to run more than I've actually been using my bike.
Right.
And I wonder as things, as the weather gets better, um, those brands have to help us kind of re-identify how we enjoy the outdoors. So maybe their real, value proposition is setting up ways in which we enjoy the outdoors, but not necessarily congregate.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, they're really going to have to. I mean, they temporarily, REI specifically, temporarily shut all 162 stores.
Yep.
You know, there's furloughs and pay cuts, and they're really going to have to, as you said, reorient themselves and reorient the experience of what it's like to be outside. But
Right, and I think there's
they've
an
got all the
opportunity
goods,
there.
like they can do it.
Yeah, John, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it all makes a ton of sense, and I think another place where they can really own and getting outside, and especially when you're talking about the exercise, is maintaining a routine and getting back into a routine, because it's really been upended, and I know personally we struggle with that too, and just having that thing that you can go to every single day, and get into that pattern is a way to just get back to at least some semblance of normal.
Right. All right. So my thing is, celebratory, last night we all got our little bit of sports fix with the NFL draft. It was like Christmas and your birthday all put together for us sports fans. Very exciting. But I think that, a lot of the companies that typically advertise around sports events, and I'm looking at some of those food and bev companies, even Anheuser-Busch, I think that they have an opportunity to help redefine something very simple like a high five or a fist bump, because we've been told that we're not going to be able to necessarily touch. So wouldn't it be cool if Budweiser really helped us redefine an air five? I don't know. It would really help our culture and our society kind of move forward. So it's a very interesting time, and I think that food and beverage companies can really help us, rally around kind of something new. I know Budweiser just redid their "What's Up" campaign with Bosch and Dwayne Wade, but really cool stuff, guys. Thanks, John, for joining us today.
Yeah. Can I jump in on your thing real quick? Because I think that
Sure.
you're absolutely right that they need to own that, because you mentioned the NFL draft, and you saw the commissioner trying to do like air hugs, and it just wasn't working. You need someone who really has the research and has done this successfully before to really make it happen.
Absolutely. Agreed. All right, guys. So and thanks for watching, everyone. Till the next episode, stay safe. Talk to you soon.
Bye,
Thanks, guys.
Bye.